In my evolution as a trader, one of the greatest gifts I had was getting to work with Dr. Van Tharp. Van and I became close friends until he passed away. And one of the things that Van said to me was just massive. It's the idea that we don't trade the market, we trade our beliefs. So we might think we're trading NVIDIA, but we're not trading NVIDIA. You're trading your beliefs about NVIDIA. And that's what makes a market. People have different beliefs. But it's important to understand this. If we are looking at this idea that we create our own realities, then the realities are trading as an expression of what we believe. Once we understand that we only trade our beliefs, this helps us realize that we don't need the perfect system. The perfect system is an illusion, it's a falsehood. What's true is that we trade our beliefs. In a world of virtually infinite ways to express a trade idea, each with its own payoff structure and its own probability, we can start to realize the more clear we are about what we want, the easier it is to design a trading system to deliver it, or a suite of systems that delivers it. Van and I used to go back and forth because Van didn't really care about what the market itself, like he didn't really care about the strategy he used. And I would say it really matters. And he's like, well, not really. You're just trading your beliefs. If we can look at this in this regard, we're going to see everything very differently. So when we look at this, there's three secrets. Secret number one is the market is just a matrix of possibilities. Once you understand options, you don't just take trades, you create them. You create the structures. And this opens up the matrix of all the different possibilities where you can see hundreds of ways to express the same idea. They'll have different risks, they'll have different payouts, they'll have different time frames, they'll have different structures, all that you can customize for what you want. Some of you want income. If you want income, you structure it one way. Some of you want to trade slow. You're retired or you have a job. So we teach you how to trade by appointment. Some of you want to be able to make really big money. We can teach you how to leverage, how to create really big winners. You can create it the way you want. You want an intraday trade? We can show you how to do that. One of the things, those options are going to allow us to design our expression with precision. One of the things you'll hear me talk about is we always want to trade from a position of strength, always knowing our risk, never being in a hurry, always in control. Feedback I've gotten from my students in the last few months has been overwhelmingly positive because people have seen what they would have done in the past. And then when the market fell apart, they didn't take the losses. They didn't have the drawdowns or the give back that they had before. They didn't have the fear that they had before because they were in that position of strength. They knew exactly what they could lose and they were comfortable with it. They didn't have to hurry. They didn't need a stop in the market. It was already handled. And I've gotten texts from people that said, I would have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on this move and I'm even. I broke even. That's never happened before. And it's given me incredible confidence the next time when I go to get in, I can go in even bigger because I know I can cover my ass if it doesn't work out. It's because they're in a position of strength. That's how I teach you how to trade. While others panic, you can wait. And you can strike with confidence and you can trade with psychological strength, with psychological advantage.